Alright guys, so today we're going to get this pipe bent so we can get it down here and shift it over so it's not in my pedals anymore, and then we can go ahead and try to fire this thing up today. I don't know if I mentioned in the last video, this is a pit bike gas tank. The original tank that comes with the kit will not fit the upper tube. It's way too, the upper tube's way too big for that tank. But I found out the pit bike tank works, and all I did is two on-head bolts, one in front and back, and I tapped the frame so I can bolt it straight on. So this just unbolts and bolts back on. Yeah, I don't think I mentioned that. So, and then the other thing we're gonna do after we get it running, and we know that this is where it needs to be, we're going to drill a hole straight through here, put a bolt straight through it, so this can never just all of a sudden kick into the spokes. So that would be another thing we'll end up doing. But for right now, we just need to get this muffler out of the way so we can actually ride this thing. And then, like I said, do the first startup and then do that. We should be good to go start riding it. So I'll go ahead and get this on there and start getting some heat to it. Alright guys, this is going to be the first startup. So what I'm running for fuel mix is 32:1. That's what I always run. If you want, after the motor's broken in and stuff, you can maybe go to 40:1, but I don't recommend going any higher than that. But yeah, we'll go ahead and let's see if this thing will actually start. We went through and made sure everything's tight and everything, and let's see how many kicks it's going to take to get this thing to start. I tried, it popped for a second there. Can choke off once. This thing is really quiet. bit cold today, but it might be running a little bit fat. It feels like it's a little kind of bongy once you get up acceleration. Let's see what kind of speed we're getting. Feels like it's maybe 20, 25 miles an hour and it's falling out of space. Lost my hat. Idle's pretty good, I'll give it that. Alright guys, so I got around 9 to 10 miles out of this thing so far, and it's running pretty good. It holds an idle really well. It's probably one of the best idling motors I've had. It definitely keeps cool. It doesn't overheat. I mean, it's based off the fins. I mean, if you were to look at 70s and 80s, I think it was, with the dirt bikes, with the air-cooled 125s and stuff, they had massive fins on them motors to keep them cool. So I mean, the bigger the fins, of course, the cooler it's going to go. And I literally just got back, and I could sit here and touch the head, and I'm not burning the crap out of my hand. So in that way, it definitely keeps us cool. So I mean, if you're looking for a motor that's got, I mean, it's got torque, because I mean, it pulled me, I weigh 255 to 260, and it pulled me up the hills just fine. It didn't really bog down. It just kind of held a steady speed and went. So it's definitely got the torque there. And like I said, we'll put some more miles on it, and then maybe we'll do a window piston, because on takeoff it's a little sluggish, and then at top end it's kind of sluggish, and it's probably because there's a reed valve with no window piston. So if we were to take that piston out and trim it, put a window in it, this thing will probably have a lot more takeoff and a lot more, a little bit more top end, which I don't want this to be no like fast, crazy motor. I just want to be a reliable engine. And if you're just doing a window piston, this thing it'll wake it up a lot, and it'll be a nice little cruiser. Because I think right now it kind of was 4-stroking and got to about 28 mile an hour, which I could lower the jet, maybe drop the jet size down a little bit, because it's probably based off California jetting, and over here in Michigan it's always way different. Usually for these 2-stroke motors, a 69 jet is the sweet spot. So I'll end up next video we'll pop the bowl and put a little bit smaller jet in it, and then we'll take it back out again. We'll see what jet's in it, and we'll go from there. So yeah, it's so far been a really good motor and hasn't had any weird sounds or anything like that, and the bike seems to be rolling perfect. I haven't had to do anything to it. It's as you see it when I pull out the tables as it is right now. And so we'll just keep riding it and keep messing with it. Hope you guys liked the video, and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.